Hello, this is Pal, video game collector slash voice actor fan, etc. Welcome to another DVD slash Blu-ray video of sorts, because that's pretty much the only sort of thing I've been making this month in this very long 6 weeks of sorts where I do nothing in particular. This time I'm going to be doing a Disney DVD collection, but this is mostly focusing on the classic animated films and stuff. Well, aside from one or two that I've pulled out. So this is the main stuff in the Disney animated classics lineup. So anything like maybe direct-to-video, well, except this one, which I'll show you a little later on. So anything like the sequels or like other stuff like Winnie the Pooh, etc. Will not be included. Maybe I'll do a random video on them, maybe not. We shall see. But I have the most of the titles out here, the big like classic ones and stuff. And we shall begin with the one that started it all, of course, which is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The 2-disc collector's edition, or the Platinum edition as it was known in the US. So this is the 2001 version. This is the collector's edition that comes in this nice packaging. Well, not so nice considering it's been slightly damaged now here at the bottom there, but it does come as a 2-disc set and does have a collectible book in it as well. So there's two different versions of this. There was the standard 1-disc version that came out, and then they released this special one as well. So it was also re-released. No, there's my little thing with Captain Pikachu on there. It was released as part of the Platinum Edition and then re-released twice as the Diamond Edition Blu-ray, which I want to get one day, and then in the US, part of the Walt Disney Signature Collection. So there is the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and art in its making book. Very nice book as well. It does have lots of like different production art and stuff about the movie, as well as the work on the film and everything. And then of course you have the collector's edition DVD and lots of special features, some of which were ported over to the Diamond version, and some of them are exclusive to this. So you have the 2 discs there, and then the little bonus features guide. It tells you everything that's on there. So this is not going to go into full detail into every single one of these, because we'd be here for absolutely ages, but I probably will do one for some of these on their own, so if you're interested, just pop a comment down below, and maybe I'll do like a full overview of these one day. So the next Disney classic is Pinocchio, the Platinum Edition version, the 70th anniversary one, with this very nice, gorgeous artwork. Or at least it would be if there wasn't like sticker residue all over it. The CX sticker I still haven't taken off. So this was also released on Blu-ray as well, alongside Sleeping Beauty, which I do have. You'll see that a little later. And I assume it will look absolutely gorgeous on Blu-ray. And this was also released via the Signature Collection in the US. So again, another 2-disc set. And a look at the special features on there. Next up I have is Lady and the Tramp, the 2-disc special edition, a shiny edition as well, the Disney logo and the logo of the film itself, shiny everything. So this was the Platinum Edition version. It was then released via the Diamond Edition and then the Signature Collection in the US. I think I got this at Skegness and Ingamells. Then next up we have is Sleeping Beauty. This is the, I think, the collector's edition version from years ago, not the Platinum Edition one. I did have the Blu-ray for the Platinum Edition, but the case was in terrible condition, so I got rid of it, and I'm hoping to get it back in the collection one day. And it's one of the THX certified ones as well. So this was released via this version, and I think a special edition version in the US in 2003, then the Platinum Edition, the Diamond Edition, and then the Walt Disney Signature Collection. So this is probably had some of the most bigger releases out of any of the Disney animated films. I'm sure there's a couple of bonus features on here that aren't carried over to the other ones, to the other releases of the film. Next up, we move on to a movie that I recently re-watched a couple of days ago, and I absolutely adore this film to bits. 101 Dalmatians, the 2-disc Platinum Edition. Available for limited time only. Not if you have Disney Plus now, because they have all of that stuff on there, but I personally prefer to own the movies physically, if you ask me. So this has a Blu-ray that was released in 2012, I think here in the UK. Then it came out in the US via the Diamond Edition, and then was one of the last titles in the Walt Disney Signature Collection. Actually, I think this and Sleeping Beauty, I think, were the last ones released in the range before they just stopped because Disney Plus was now a thing. But yeah, very, very good movie. Absolutely adore it to bits. I love the art style and the characters and everything. And then you've got a little free book offer there. This is the only one as well, I believe, that comes with this slipcover that I managed to find in such very good condition as well. Now we go down to another big favourite of mine, The Jungle Book, the 40th Anniversary Edition, the Platinum one. This was also released in the Diamond Edition range on Blu-ray. Had this for quite a few years now. Jungle Book, always adored it as a kid, watched it on VHS countless different times over the years. There's a police siren going off there. And yeah, it's nice to have this. I might even get it on Blu-ray one day. Then we move on to, actually, one of the few one-disc ones I have. This is Robin Hood, doing the 70s, which was not considered a great time for Disney because Walt Disney had passed away and they were trying to basically try and make films without him. But I think this is actually my favourite of the bunch. It's really, really entertaining. Prince John is just such a funny character in this. And yeah, it's definitely one of the better 70s efforts. Even if, what's his name, Little John there, is basically just a second Phil Harris version of Baloo. So this is just a one-disc version. This is the special edition, or I believe it was called the Most Wanted edition in the US. Pretty sure that's what it was called. Now we jump to a few years later with another big crowning achievement and another film I absolutely love, Beauty and the Beast. This is the 2-disc DVD that was released around the same time as the Diamond Edition Blu-ray, which I do also have, as you can see right there, along with all the other Blu-rays. So this was the 2-disc DVD that came out around the same time as that. In fact, they even say, why not try the Blu-ray, blah-de-blah-de-blah double pack. This was released via the Platinum Edition a few years ago, then the Diamond Edition with this, and then the Walt Disney Signature Collection around the time of the anniversary of the film, and also to promote the live-action remake of it, which I have no interest in at all whatsoever. And this is actually a newer copy that I found at a charity shop, British Heart Foundation one, because I did have a prior copy of this, but it was a little bit dirtier, and the disc had a few, like, scratches on there and stuff. Next up, Aladdin. In 2-disc special edition, the Platinum version, because this came out on Blu-ray a few years ago, but didn't come out in the US until the Diamond Edition release a few years later. Then it got released in the Signature Collection, and this got a 4K release alongside with Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, and I think The Little Mermaid as well. I think those were the ones they released on 4K. So this one I also found in Ingamel's Skeggy years ago. And then we have The Lion King, the Platinum Edition, Special Edition, whatever you want to call it, plus a free Simba beanbag toy when you buy The Lion King on Disney DVD and video. So this came out also in the Diamond Edition and the Signature Collection, and as I mentioned before, got a 4K Blu-ray release as well. I don't know, there's not like a fully definitive version of The Lion King on home media, to be honest, because there's like most of the special features in this were not carried over to the Diamond Edition Blu-ray, and then the Signature Collection Blu-ray also dropped a lot of the special features, but only kept a couple from the Diamond. So yeah, kind of annoying. You have to own basically like all different versions of this if you want like the complete, fully definitive like Lion King set. And then just randomly, I know I said I wasn't going to include the stuff, but I bought this out anyway. This is Lion King 3 Hakuna Matata, or personally the better title of this is The Lion King 1.5, because that's what it was called in the US. But no, we just get the more boring sounding Lion King 3. Yeah, this was one of the many direct-to-video sequels they made. I know most of them don't have a pretty good reputation, but this is one of the better ones. I actually do really enjoy this. I think the other one I liked was 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure. And most of the others, we either just take it or leave it, or just really shite, to be honest. Then we have the other standard, just one-disc version, another movie I absolutely adore. This is The Hunchback of Notre Dame, so near the tail end of the Disney Renaissance era. Just before they started going on a bit of rough times again in the 2000s. It's a shame a bit empty in the bonus features department because there's a lot of stuff on, like, I think the special edition Laserdisc that was not carried over to this release. Or the 2-movie collection Blu-ray that matter with the piss-awful sequel, the direct-to-video one. Now we start moving on to the end of the 90s and the Renaissance. We've got Mulan, the special edition, one of the more recent ones. I picked up in a charity shop for cheap. I've not seen Mulan for absolutely ages, so I can't really tell you anything about it. I did have Disney Move, though. Not a very good game at all. On the PS2. Tarzan, the Collector's Edition. This is the original 2-disc release, and then they re-released it a few years later in 2005, I think. This is just the original version of it. Although the disc does have a bit of a crack on there. I believe it still works, though. It's just a small little crack on the disc. Dinosaur! Can't really tell you anything about this, because I've never seen it. Not meant to be one of the best, though. Then again, another collector's edition thing just tells you, like, the special features and stuff. Atlantis the Lost Empire. Also have not seen this one at all. But it does have a very, very nice cover on it. The Atlantis is... don't think you can make it out, but the Atlantis in the title is shiny. Also, they put a sticker on this one, so I guess they must have made a mistake of sorts originally. And these are also shiny as well, too. On the first disc, anyway. More stuff in there. Beauty and the Beast. Emperor's New Groove, the Ultimate Groove 2-disc set. Really enjoy this movie. One of the better ones from the 2000s era, where Disney were going back on that slippery slope again. Lilo and Stitch, another one that unfortunately got the live-action remake treatment. Said it before and I say it again, I don't care for the live-action ones. I'm not interested in seeing the same movie being told, but with live-action, etc. Definitely, I think I enjoyed Lilo and Stitch as a kid. I haven't watched it, like, for years now. It should probably still hold up anyway. And that's basically most of them, except for 2 other random ones that I've got out as well. So this is one of the few live-action ones, Mary Poppins, the 40th Anniversary Edition, released countless different times on DVD, and also a Blu-ray release as well. Of course, you can't go wrong with Mary Poppins being an absolute classic. And then a Disney title that originally wasn't released on the Disney label. This is The Nightmare Before Christmas in this nice-looking 2-disc collector's edition with this impressive-looking piece of Jack Skellington there. So yeah, this actually wasn't originally a Disney movie. It was released by Disney, but it was on the Touchstone Pictures label, which has now long since been defunct. But then years later, they put it back on the main Disney label. And the £2.99, I found it from a charity shop, still haven't taken the sticker off. Interestingly, the PG looks like it's a sticker as well. Some very nice artwork there. So that is it. That is the main Disney titles that I have in this collection. Thank you for watching this video, and until next time, I will see you later. Bye-bye.